We often imagine harmful people as obvious villains, loud, aggressive, and easy to spot. But the truth is, some of the most destructive individuals hide in plain sight. They don't always shout. Sometimes they whisper. They don't always attack. Sometimes they charm. In this video, we'll explore 5 subtle but powerful signs of a toxic person, blending Stoic wisdom with modern psychology. By the end, you'll not only know how to recognize them, but also how to protect your peace without becoming hardened or bitter yourself. Sign 1. The mask of charm. The first sign is excessive charm. Now, charm itself isn't always bad, but when it's laid on thick, too quick, too intense, it can be a mask. Toxic people often rely on charisma to disarm you. They flatter you, mirror your words, and make you feel unusually special. The Stoics warned us about this kind of seduction. Epictetus said, "When someone flatters you, remember, they are training you for servitude." Psychology confirms this. It's called love bombing, a tactic manipulators use to win trust before shifting into control. Ask yourself, do they value me for who I am, or are they crafting an image to pull me closer? Sign 2. Empathy as a missing thread. The second sign is a lack of genuine empathy. In everyday life, this shows up in subtle ways. You share a struggle, and instead of truly listening, they redirect the conversation to themselves. You express joy, and they quickly downplay it. Over time, you'll notice their inability, or unwillingness, to step into your shoes. The Stoics believed we are all citizens of the same cosmos, connected through reason and humanity. A person who consistently ignores your humanity is drifting far from that ideal. Empathy is the thread that ties us together. When it's absent, relationships unravel. Sign 3. Shifting reality through manipulation. The third sign is subtle manipulation. Toxic people bend reality like a sculptor with clay. You'll notice small contradictions. What they said yesterday no longer matches today. When you question them, they twist the story until you doubt your own memory. This is gaslighting, and it's one of the most corrosive psychological tactics. Marcus Aurelius urged us to hold fast to the truth. He knew truth was the anchor in stormy seas. Manipulators, however, seek to cut that anchor loose. They thrive when you're adrift, unsure of what's real. The best defense? Keep a mental record, trust your observations, and remember, doubt created by another is not always a reflection of your weakness. Often, it's a strategy of their control. Sign 4. Isolation and control, disguised as care. The fourth sign is controlling behavior hidden under the mask of care. It often begins with subtle comments. Don't hang out with them, they don't really like you. Why don't you just let me handle the money? It's easier. I only want what's best for you, so listen to me. Notice the pattern? The surface looks like concern, but the roots are control. Psychology shows this tactic isolates you from support networks, making you easier to dominate. The Stoics emphasized autonomy, being the ruler of your own mind and actions. When someone seeks to shrink your world until it revolves around them, they are not protecting you, they are caging you. Sign 5. Patterns of emotional exhaustion. Finally, the fifth sign, being consistently drained after interactions. Sometimes toxicity isn't in words, but in the residue it leaves behind. After speaking with this person, do you feel lighter or heavier, empowered or depleted? Seneca wrote that we should associate with those who may better us. If instead you find your energy, clarity, and confidence fading every time you interact, that's not a coincidence. That's a signal. Your body and mind notice what your logic might resist. Something in this relationship is consuming you. So, what do we do with these signs? The Stoics didn't tell us to fight everyone who harms us. They reminded us to master what we can control, our perception, our choices, our boundaries. Recognize the charm, notice the absence of empathy, stay anchored in truth, reject disguised control, and trust your own energy. Then calmly but firmly draw the line. Boundaries are not walls, they're filters. They allow love, respect, and growth to pass through, while keeping manipulation and harm out. Remember, you can't change who people are, but you can change how much space they occupy in your life. If you found these insights useful, consider subscribing. At Echo Minds, we explore philosophy and psychology not as abstract theories, but as tools to navigate the real challenges of existence. And now I'll leave you with one final Stoic thought. If evil be spoken of you, and it be true, correct yourself. If it be a lie, laugh at it. Protect your peace, guard your mind, and walk forward with clarity.